Day number 14. Boys, welcome back to another Brokowski's YouTube video. Today, we are talking Monday in the NBA. I got my 4 best picks for you guys. As always, doing something slightly different today. Taking all the picks actually in one game. So I got 4 picks in one game. There's only 4 games tomorrow. Not all the plays are out, but I actually do like this one. Just trying out a prediction all in one game. Yesterday wasn't phenomenal. 2-2 day, so can't really complain. Like I mentioned in most videos, hopefully you mix and match some of them. So yesterday was a weird one. I took 1 at like a 0.92, 1 at a flat line, then 2 at plus money. So the 2 plus money ones was Brunson and Michael Porter Jr. So Brunson missed, but then Michael Porter Jr. was like a 1.06, 1.07. That one did cash. Jamal Murray was like a 0.93 cash, and then Miles Turner unfortunately missed by 3 PRA. So that one unfortunately did miss. I believe we are on a 10-5 run. I actually think looking at it, sorry, I forgot to update. 13-6 run. I didn't count the one before the 4-0 sweep. So 13-6 run. So definitely hitting more than we are missing. So like I say in most videos, if you're mixing and matching the picks, probably making some decent profit in the NBA. All right, let's get right into the picks. All 4 of these I'm taking in. As I just refreshed it, I gotta allow location. Sorry, 1 second. All of them in this Houston against Washington game. So just a little bit of preview. Let's go over. As we all know, Washington's defense sucks. Absolutely reeks. We go over basically against everything. Let's just find them here. Washington, they're neutral colored against point guards, but not tough against them. Washington against shooting guards, allow the 2nd most points per game, allow a ton of assists. What is this? The most assists per game. Small forwards, they allow 4th most points per game, a lot of rebounds as well. Power forwards, green across the board. Centers, green across the board. So we're going to try to take advantage of that. I do think this game's probably looking like it's going to be a blowout. So we got to be mindful of a blowout and then players not playing a ton of minutes. But I am still looking over at Sengun, and I am going to take his 9.5 rebounds. That's the line I'm looking at to start off. Lately, he hasn't hit this super consistently. Has it 1 game of 13, a game of 9 a couple weeks ago. But we look at centers, rebounds allowed. They allow the most per game. 16.58 is egregious. Second highest is 15.65. Over the last 7, not as much. There's a lot of volatility there, but last 15, a bit more of a sample size. Still 16.51, and on the season again, obviously allowing the most per game. So phenomenal matchup for Sengun. We'll pull up his full game log to see what he's been doing as of late. There we go. Game log. So we need 10 plus. Again, I know it is a pretty high line. So yeah, let's look 10 plus rebounds. So at 13 here, obviously does not hit this super consistently, but has these games 12, 16, had that stretch here 14, 13, 10, and then 9 barely missed, 13, 14, 13. So he definitely has these big time games, but the main reason is just this Washington, their bigs cannot get the boards, as my hair is looking absolutely wild right now. But yeah, I'm expecting Sengun to have a pretty big game on the board, so I am liking that one a lot. And then going over to my next play, we're going to look, and I'm thinking, or what I'm projecting here, is that the Rockets are going to be absolutely elite against the guards for Washington. We look here, point guards on the season, red. Super tough against them. And against shooting guards, red. Allowing the fewest points per game to shooting guards, allowing the, 6th fewest rebounds, and allowing the 2nd fewest assists. So they've been absolutely elite against them. Over the last 15, again, still allowing the fewest points per game. So we're going to go over, just double check that there's no injuries that I'm missing. Just to double check and pull this up here. And yeah, so there is some injuries, so day-to-days, but we'll see how that ends up playing out. But we're taking Trey Johnson to not have a massive performance. We're taking his less than on his PRA. Again, it's not a super massive line. I do understand that there is a risk there, but over these last few, this was a miss, this was a hit, missed it. 14, 15, this would have missed, this would have barely hit. So a lot of these games, he does actually end up having less than. Trey Johnson game log. So just get a more bigger sample size here. So missed, hit, missed, hit, missed. So definitely up and down, but this matchup is so unbelievably tough. So I'm projecting both guards actually to have a tough matchup against this defense. So we'll get into that next pick. But boys, as always, if you're enjoying these videos and want more videos, more NBA daily picks, I can't speak English, every single day, go down, hit the subscribe, hit the like button as well. Does help the channel grow. Again, we're just getting going on this. This is day number 14, I think, unless I'm blanking right now. But yeah, hoping to get this really going. You probably know my brother's been absolutely crushing it. Other Brokowski bro had to get in on the action. And as always, code bro is on Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, PrizePicks will give you deposit matches, free picks, deposit match, free picks. I'm blanking, but a bunch of good stuff over on there. You see on PrizePicks on this banner down here, play 5, get 50 to play with. Underdog, play 5, get 75. 2 no-brainers. Take advantage of those. Chalkboard has deposit matches and free picks as well. And then this one, as always, absolute no-brainer. Sleeper, free $20, no deposit necessary. Once the video's over, go and take advantage of this. It's like if you see a free $20 on the road or on the street, you're going to go pick it up. Same here. Just go take advantage. Don't need to put in any of your own money. Available in all these states and provinces in Canada as well. So all this stuff with code BROS. That's BROS. All right, getting back into the last few picks here. Again, I'm projecting both guards for Washington to have a rough game. So we're going over to Bub Carrington, and we're taking his less than on points. So I'm expecting both guards to not have the biggest game. This game definitely could end up being a blowout. So we need, 8 or less. So out of the last few, hit in the last one, but then completely missed, missed, hit, missed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of his last 7, he does have less than. And then it is again, super tough matchup. The Rockets are just elite against guards. So I do like this one a lot. I think in Bub Carrington and his teammate Trey Johnson both have rough games. So I'm taking Bub less than points and then Trey Johnson less than PRA. So expect Washington to have to lean on their bigs a little bit more in this matchup. And then the last one I do have is a correlation with Sengun higher than rebounds. I'm taking his teammate Ahmed Thompson to have less than rebounds. So this one's kind of just like, this game does turn into a blowout. Don't expect them to both be playing a ton of minutes. This one I think just can be done early. The Wizards just don't have bigs that can stop Sengun on the board. So I'm thinking this game could be a blowout. Ahmed Thompson might not have to play a ton in the second half. And I'm projecting him to have less than his rebounds. We'll pull up his game log, see what he's been doing as of late. We look over here. The line is 7.5. So we need 7 or less. So missed here, hit, missed, hit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the last 9. That's like a 78% hit rate. So very, very much favored towards that. I'm thinking this can be another game where he does have less than. Expect not a super close competitive game. I expect his minutes to maybe be more around this range rather than, up here in the high 30s. So expect somewhere in the high 20s rather than the high 30s in my estimation. So I think Sengun hits his boards. Trey Johnson and Bub Carrington both struggle against this elite defense. And then Ahmed Thompson won't need to be crashing the boards as much with Sengun taking over, and probably not the closest game in the world. So those are my 4 best picks for you guys. As always, go down, hit the subscribe. Really do appreciate all you guys watching this video. And yeah, Code Bros, Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, Prize Picks. Go take advantage of all this free stuff. Free bread, free picks. Absolute no-brainer, the Sleeper one. Go take advantage of the Sleeper one. You don't need to put in any of your own money. So highly recommend this. Yeah, hope you had a great weekend. Hope you have a great Monday. And I can't wait to see you guys again tomorrow. Have a good one.